Hello guys, welcome back to Pause and welcome back to Planet Coaster. So it's the big preview day today of the brand new DLC, the Classic Rides Collection. So Frontier have let us have a early access look at this before it is released tomorrow. So this is a brand new paid DLC that is launching for Planet Coaster, and it is launching tomorrow, the 16th of April 2019. All the details are down below where you can check out the prices for your country and all that good stuff. So do check out the description for all the details. So in this video today we are going to be looking at every single brand new ride that has been added in this pack. Along with this today there has been a free update to the game which includes the brand new Copperhead Strike Coaster. So that is going to be covered in a separate video on the channel which will be up shortly. So check that one out as well. Also, towards the end of this video, we'll give you a chance to win a copy of this DLC, which has been kindly given to us by Frontier. So stay tuned to the end of this video for all the details on how you can win a copy for free of this DLC. Right, should we have a look at the rides? Let's go and check out the flat rides that have been added in this pack. Okay, so the first ride that we're going to check out is the Free Flyer. So this is the Paratrooper ride that's been added. Now, these aren't as common these days as you once found. I mean, for me, I used to see a lot of these in sort of Butlins and little seaside fairgrounds around the UK when I was a kid. Don't see them as much anymore. But yeah, this is the Free Flyer. So I believe this arm inside also goes up like this as well. So not only do you have this spinning rotation, you also have the height and also the swing of the actual cars themselves as they go up and around. So it's quite a nice little ride. It's a very unique feeling, but I do remember these being quite a mellow ride. So they're not overly thrilling, at least the ones I can remember anyway. So yeah, it's a nice addition to the game. As always, very beautifully made and crafted, as all the stuff is in Planet Coaster. They always spend a lot of time and effort on these kind of things. So yeah, that is the Free Flyer. Really nice ride, really good addition. Okay, next up we've got the Golden Eagle and the Rising Raptor. So Golden Eagle is the variant which is here on the left. Rising Raptor is the one on the right. So very, very similar rides these. The main difference, as you can probably see, is the actual cars themselves that are on. The Golden Eagle has two different types of car. Including these little, they look very similar to sort of an Enterprise little carriage, and then you've got also these sort of sitting towards the outer seats as well. Now on the other side it is just these little sort of cage seats. So those are the two variants. So these do come as two separate rides. There only is the one height variant of these. This is like what you can see here is what you get with these ones. But again, really nice rides. Not something I've ever been on. I've never seen these sort of in person, so I can't comment on how they actually ride and how realistic they are. I assume they're accurate. Everything is always accurate when they put a new ride in. I just can't comment on that because I haven't seen them. But yeah, really good addition. Again, two brand new rides, very similar, but it gives you a bit of height in your parks and something pretty unique. Like I said, I've never seen these, never come across these, but yeah, again, a good addition to the game. So just a closer look at the difference in those carriages then. So that's the one variant. Like I say, it's a bit like an Enterprise, and then you've just got that other sort of seating arrangement. Now the good thing is these both hold a lot of people, so it's a good throughput ride, this one. Okay, so next up we are going to take a look at Sky Temple. So this is very much based on the Pagoda, I think it's called, at the Efteling. However, there are a lot of variants of these kind of rides which are not as common around the world, but they do exist. There did used to be one in the UK at a park called American Adventure. A long time ago. I never got to experience it myself, as it was always broken whenever I went to the park. But yeah, this is a kind of very high observation style ride. As you can see from how high we are up here, it is potentially the highest ride in the game. I haven't tested it out against anything else, but it certainly seems the highest. It is again beautiful. Like, it is awesome the way they've made this. yes, it is very specific to a theme. I'm sure people out there will probably have wished they'd made a generic version, but what we have got is really nice in this kind of Japanese pagoda temple style theming. So it's really, really nice. In terms of its footprint, it's pretty huge, if I'm being honest, which it has to be. So it comes as this, it's all one piece, but there is obviously this gap in the middle. But yeah, it's quite big. So if you get down to sort of ground level, you can see it's a fairly big footprint, this one. So positioning it in a park is going to be tricky. But as always, a lot of attention to detail. You've got all your workings underneath. This lovely design down here. All the hydraulics, everything works as you would expect. Even down to the little platform underneath, which is, yeah, like your service access, I suppose, down there. And then all your other gubbins under here. So, yeah, as you expect from Planet Coaster, they've put in the full amount of detail in this. And again, it holds a lot of people. So yeah, really nice. This is going to fit so well inside the World Discovery Park when we finally get back into that. So really nice. So now something a little bit fun, a little bit retro. This is the Swift Drifters. Again, not something I'm that familiar with, if I'm being honest. It looks very similar to a skid or a whip, which you used to find a lot of classic parks. Blackpool Pleasure Beach had something similar to this in the place where I think they have Dodgems in there now. But I'm fairly certain back in the day it used to house something similar to this. So yeah, it's very classic. It spins you around the corner. The cars themselves are completely sort of free rein. It's just the whipping around that gives it the sort of snap. One long chain that goes around of it, around from the middle and around the little corner pieces. So from the pictures I've seen of similar rides, it's very authentic. And yeah, it's just something a bit fun, really. If you're having sort of a retro area in your park, this is the one for you. If I have a look at the underneath gubbins, as before, it's all there. You've got your chain and all that kind of stuff all going around, and you've got your little motor in here. So yeah, as authentic again as you would expect. Oh, even the belt does move, look at that. Oh, good on you, Frontier. So yeah, there you go. That is the Swift Drifters. Brand new little fun flat ride. Okay, now we've got one for you Sky Ride fans, I suppose. So here we've got a variant of the sort of ski lift skies that was added in the last update. So it's very similar to Skies, just a slightly different seating arrangement. It seems to have sorted out the issues we had before with the realistic kind of snapping on and off of the chains, which I quite like. I like the movement of when they come in and out. It's got a nice bit of gravity to it and a nice swing, which I quite enjoy. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's very similar in terms of its styling to the type of gondolas which you can find at Alton Towers, and also very similar to the brand new gondolas that are being added to Walt Disney World. So it's that kind of ride. I'm sure everyone's seen these sort of things. They're very standard. But again, it's good that they've added a new type to the game, and I think this one will be quite popular. I mean, I definitely prefer this look to the original Skies, and I can see myself using this somewhere. So yeah, again, a very nice addition. Okay, so over to the other track ride that's been added. This is the, I always forget what it's called, like what is it? Machina Classica. That's the one. So Machina Classica. When I first saw this one released, and even in the teaser video that I put up, I did say it sort of looks similar to Test Track. Now, in a way, it kind of is, but it's a bit more limited to what I was expecting. Now, it's the fastest track ride we've got so far. It has a top speed of 30 miles an hour, which is what this is now. It has a slight banking. I believe this is I think it's 8 degrees of banking you can have on the corners, which is pretty much what this is. So it's a slight bit of banking. I mean, I like it. It's quite good. The only issue I've found so far, I don't know if it's just because of it's on this preview build or if it's how it's planned, I can't find a way to change the speed mid-course. The only option I have is to put in the stop sections. So I can't find a way currently to have variable speeds throughout the rides, which I think would make this a bit more usable for me personally. But again, I think it's quite nice. Imagine this running through a kind of 50s area would be quite good. You could maybe do like a recreation of the old rocket rods that were at Disneyland for about 6 months. But that kind of idea. If anyone doesn't know about rocket rods, give it a quick Google. It's basically Disneyland ruined the people mover. But it's something you could recreate if you wanted to using this. Now it's quite good. I mean, the cars are nicely sculptured, they're nicely designed. I don't see a use for it personally, but yeah, there you go. It's a new ride, so add it to the list. So now on to the new coasters. So the two brand new coasters in the game. We've got the Interdimensional spinning coaster and the Infinite, which is on here, calls it a Typhoon. So this is very much styled on a Gerstlauer. I think they are called an Infinity coaster. The actual design of the trains looks very, very similar to the Smiler, which you can find at Alton Towers, and it does contain some of the similar features, like the vertical lift hill, and you can have like an over vertical drop on it as well. There's numerous other little bits and pieces that you can add to this, but this was just one little coaster I threw together. There isn't a blueprint of this one in the game, at least not at the time of recording this, so this is just something I threw together nice and quickly. But it's quite a nice little ride. Like I say, it looks very styled after the Smiler. So this is the default colour, yellow and black. So it does seem that's what they've based it on. But it's quite nice. It seems to ride quite well. And then it does have the different track sections for the different elements. So I think it's, yeah, it seems quite a nice ride, this one. And I can see why they've added it in. It gives you another option for your thrill coaster needs. Now on to the other coaster, which this one does have a blueprint, and that is what this is here, the one you're looking at. So this is the Interdimensional. From, again, my vague knowledge of coasters, this seems to be based on the newer Max Spinners, which you can find in quite a lot of parks now, actually. I believe the one in Busch Gardens is potentially one of these. And I think it could be the model that Paulton's Park are getting for their new expansion for next year. I might be wrong on that, so apologies if I am. But I think that's what this ride is based upon. So yeah, that is, I say Interdimensional, which is this one. Again, it's quite a nice ride, unique. You have different options on this one to, you can actually pick the rotation, so you can pick a section of track and tell the ride where to rotate, so you have control over that, and you can also lock and unlock free rotation throughout the course as well. So yeah, it gives you a lot of scope, actually, this one does. So I could see people doing something quite interesting with dart rides using this. So yeah, it's definitely one for yeah, one to keep an eye on. So now on to what is probably my favourite bit of this brand new DLC, is the Armada, I believe it's called, which is essentially Pirates of the Caribbean. It's essentially what it is. We've got a large boat dark ride, which I know it's been quite requested for a while, but now we finally have it. So we have different size troughs, depending on obviously what part of the ride you want to build. This sort of larger trough, it does always maintain this track under the water, so you've always got this kind of realistic touch to it. Like I said, you can have a different size of the trough, as you can see there. So it does get thinner, and then obviously you can have drops, which is nice. So there we go, lovely. You can have Pirates of the Caribbean, Valhalla, if you're from the UK. So it's quite a robust ride system, this one, and it's something I am definitely going to use. There's a little look at the boats, so they hold quite a lot of people. Again, another example of a real ride that uses this kind of system would be Jurassic Park. the River Adventure, which you can find at Universal. Again, very similar. Tidal Wave at Thorpe Park, just to name another. So yeah, quite a lot of parks have these kind of rides, and it's really good to finally have this in the game. As I know, I've been trying to recreate this style of ride using the log flume, and it's not as genuine, it's not as authentic, because again the trough just isn't the right size. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Again, levels of detail. You've got this whole section behind the lift hill where it's used to sort of chain and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they're always thinking about the realistic stuff, and that's what I love the most about Frontier. They really do put in a lot of effort into this sort of stuff, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, this one is probably my favourite addition to this pack, and definitely something that we are going to be using here on the channel. I'm toying with the idea of doing a mini-series based on a ride using this, so a brand new themed indoor and outdoor dark ride utilising this ride system is probably something we're going to do over the next couple of days, so keep your eyes peeled for that, as I need to start building something in this. I really do, and I think it would be rude not to. So yeah, that is the brand new ride system, and this is the blueprint that comes with the new pack. I think it's called like Black Buccaneer, what is it? Buccaneer's Bounty, that's the one. So this is the new a brand new sort of kind of dark ride. I mean, when you go on it, it does send you to night time, so they've obviously based it to be a dark ride. But yeah, it's actually really nicely done, this one. They've put, someone who's put a lot of time and effort in to this. So yeah, it's really good. Really like it. This is my favourite bit of the pack. Okay folks, so that is a pretty quick look at all the rides that have been added in this brand new Planet Coaster Classic Rides collection. So it's very promising. There's a very good pack. I'm all over it, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. There's definitely a couple of things here that I can see myself using, especially in the World Discovery. The Sky Temple is 100% going in that park. We might swap out our Route 66 ride that we put in the American area with the brand new tracked ride. I think that could work quite well. A few of the other flats, yep, they're probably going to go in, and we're definitely going to find use for that brand new water ride. So all in all, it's a very good pack, and it is available tomorrow. So this comes out tomorrow on the 16th of April. All the information is in the description below, which gives you the pricing and also the location of where you can get it, but obviously you can just buy it from the Steam store and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, all the information is down below in the description. So like I did mention at the start of this video, we are giving away a pack. So Frontier very kindly gave us a key to give away here on the channel. So if you would like to be in for a chance of winning a copy of this brand new DLC, the Classic Rides collection, so all you need to do to enter is head to classic.pausegames.co.uk. That link is on the screen and also a link in the description. So click on that link, follow it to the site, and that will give you all the details on what you need to do to enter the competition. The competition will be open for around about a week, so do check out the information on that website before you enter, and please do bear in mind you do need to own a copy of the full Planet Coaster game to be able to redeem this. So we are giving away one copy of the Classic Rides collection, which you can redeem through Steam. So like I say, all the information is down below, but that website address again is classic.pausegames.co.uk. So that's it from me today. Don't forget to check out the other video that's just about to go up on the channel, where we look at the Copperhead Strike coaster, which has been added in a brand new update here on Planet Coaster. And if you like the look of this DLC, don't forget it is available to purchase from tomorrow, April the 16th, 2019. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like down below and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of the content. Fancy a chat, head over to Twitter or Discord, and if you want to help us out, you can do that by going to our Patreon page. All the information is down below in this video. And a new thing on our Patreons, we are soon going to be putting you in one of our parks. So anybody who does support us on Patreon will be added into our brand new Parkitect theme park that we are currently building. So more information on that soon, but it's something to look out for. So all the information is down below in the description, and don't forget to enter our brand new competition to win a copy of this pack. But for now guys, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye!